So do you have a favorite memory from your mission, or a couple of memories? Like, what was the best part about your time, your 18 months in the Philippines?
I had just met so many cool people. I think that's one of the things that I'll always remember. I still have people that are really special to me that I keep in touch with. Loved the food. There was one apartment we lived in where we could like go out onto part of the roof. And I remember doing that just like after a long day of walking in the heat, going and just laying on the roof and looking at the stars and just laughing a lot. Filipinos are very hardy people. They push through a lot. Like they have a ton of natural disasters and things over there, and they just like push through whatever the trial is. And they do it with a smile on their face. So I feel like I learned a lot about just like finding happiness wherever you're at.
Yeah. And how's your Tagalog still? You've been home a few years now.
Speaking would probably be rough, though typing I would probably be okay because I still message with people um and like read Facebook posts and stuff. So I feel like I still understand a lot and could type. My pronunciation is probably garbage.
That's okay. It's I agree with you. The Filipinos were super awesome while you were there. So many of them reaching out even to mom and I, and sending us friend requests, and wanting to, just build their connections around the world. And it made us happy to know we had people on the other side of the world taking care of our daughter and making sure that you were safe, and that you were being well fed, and that you were happy. So that was one of the best parts for us. Okay, so this hole is the 10th hole, par two. You just got to get it inside of the little bullseye up there, and then it'll take your ball and throw it in the tub and wash it. So there's a good little idea of how that's going to work. Blasted.
Ooh.
Just shot it over. Yeah. Oh, it takes a second before it allows the next person to play their shot. And then you get your nice, clean ball served to
Ooh.
you on a pillow. That was close. I almost did not make it. Nice and easy. There you go. Good putt.
Nice.
In with the two.
Cute.
Okay, so you got back from your mission. You went back to BYU to finish out your your degree. During that time, that's when you met Steele, your now husband. Um, how did you know he was the one? What was it about Steele where you were like, "Yep, that's the guy that I want to spend the rest of eternity with"?
Well, outside of what has shown to be a pattern from our conversation already and just my life, praying about it, but
Yeah,
I also just when I spent time with him, like I felt like he was someone who would support me in whatever it is I wanted to do. Um, just a lot of our like personality traits were similar or complemented each other, and so I feel like we were a good balance.
yeah, that's cute. I thought you were gonna say he was a total hottie, or you know,
He was
none
also
of
a total
that.
hottie. For when he's watching this, total babe, smoking hot. And I just said, you need to get with that.
Yeah, I need that man muscle in my life. All right. That's good. So here we are in the 11th hole, part two. Just got to hit it in one of the little juggling sheep dishes up there, and it'll be an instant hole in one. We'll let Daryl go first, and she will show us the way home. Or she
Ooh.
will be denied like Edgar trying to offer you a french fry. Here we go. You stupid boy.
Stupid man. Be nice to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, bank shot.
Nope.
Oh. Hey, we're
Bank
all
shot that
playing
failed.
equally dookie here on this hole.
I like the posters.
Yes, it's so cute. Like everything, and the dog there on the couch knitting away. There we go. Par it is. I'm currently sitting at 6 under after 11 here. Where are you at now, Maddie? What's your score?
10 over.
That's all right. Hey, it's your first time in here. Did you see the album here on the ground? The Red Hot Chili Puppies.
Cute.
The Beagles. Stilton John. Just
That's
the
awesome.
attention to detail all throughout is pretty cool. Watch the ball go round and round into the hole. All right, so how long have you and Steele been married? I should know
3.5 years.
Okay. And marriage is not always easy. Maybe for you it is, but sometimes there are struggles with that come being newlyweds and 3.5 years in, and finishing college and starting your careers and starting your family and all those things. Any advice that you have for others who are out there right now trying to make the decision on maybe they've got someone that they really care for, that they're dating, that they're talking about getting engaged. What advice do you have for somebody in that situation to give them the courage to move forward?
Oh, I don't know. I think it's just important. Like I kind of felt like once I knew. So like, there's no point in like waiting around. We did date for over a year, and so I felt like I'd seen him in every season and gotten to know his family and felt like I really knew who he was, and we had hard conversations while we were dating. So I was like, if the only difference between this and marriage is just that we're like committed on paper, then let's do it.
Yeah. And has marriage, we don't talk about marriage very much. Has marriage been easy? Has it been a work in progress? Like, where are you at?
I would say it's been relatively easy. I think there are times where we're human and we get grumpy and have to like walk each other back. We definitely are both like people who get hangry, and so we've had like tiffs before where one of us hasn't eaten, and then it's like, what the hell is wrong with you? And then it's like, oh, I realize that you haven't eaten yet, so let's revisit this conversation after we've had a meal, and then it gets better.
Does he just throw you a bag of M&M minis and then he walks away, or how does that?
Probably.
What's your go-to
He's like,
hangry
please
food?
eat something. A lot of times it ends up being Taco Bell. Like we haven't eaten because we don't want to make anything, so then it's like, we're just gonna get Taco Bell and we're gonna be done with it.
That's cool. All right. So all things can be overcome in a marriage with a little bit of Taco Bell.
Please sponsor us, Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's right. At Taco Bell, I hope you're listening. We could use your help. Yeah, so this paint, or if you hit the can, it'll slow you down too. Or if I just
hit backwards, like...
Yeah, the paint will do the same thing as the strawberry jam. The cool thing about the paint is it leaves a paint line where your ball went, which is kind of fun to see.
That kind of makes me want to hit the paint just so I can see.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Pretty sure I'll find a way to hit it anyways.
You'll just go. You hit the best shot of the day while you were trying to hit some paint. Oh, my turn. Here we go, and go in.
So
Really
close.
close. Yeah. I love the color coordination of your cat ears, your cat collar, your golf club, and your ball. You're very coordinated today. And you
I love
have
a
the,
monochromatic moment.
yeah, and you have your mixed colored eyes. So, all right, Maddie. So now you're in your career now in HR. Well, actually, sorry. So you started your career, you're with Redstone, you're in HR there, and you decided to go back to school and get a master's degree in organizational behavior. Um, and then you've gotten a lot of other certifications, which I think is just awesome. You know, a lot of folks will finish their 4-year degree, will get into a job, and then they stop educating themselves. You mentioned earlier that you were big on education and continuous learning, but a master's is a big step. It was a program that you did, you know, remote, out of state, while you were working full time. Seems to be like the pattern of your life of working and doing school and doing it all, staying debt free. Um, but what, I guess, from your master's program, what's your biggest takeaway from that? I guess, what are you most glad about having done and completed that degree?
I'm I'm glad that it's done. Check mark on that goal that I've had for years.
Yeah,
But I'm also, it solidified a lot of like the HR skills that I feel like I gained from my employment, but gave me kind of like the education background to go along with it. And it also set me up to succeed in a lot of those certifications, which mean a lot in our industry. And so it helps set me up to have skills that can be really transferable and give me more flexibility as I move on in my career.
yeah. Okay, awesome. Um, this hole is very difficult only because the vacuum likes to suck up your ball. And I've
Okay.
not had a lot of success here just hitting it through on the first shot, but I'm going to give it a whirl here, try and hit that corner, get through, try and hit it fast enough that it makes it through. Hey,
Nice.
that
Oh,
is did I go over the hole?
yes, you bounced over the hole.
Sweet.
You like cut the lip.
Oh, dang it. That was really close. Okay. Yeah, fun. So yeah, just hit it hard into that corner. Oh, nice one, Daryl. So you saw how it's done, Madison. Show that ball who's boss. Just don't hit it back to, oh, or,
Whoop.
okay.
Back to the beginning, I guess.
I guess my advice isn't always the greatest. I should
I think my aim
probably
isn't
just
the
let you play it
greatest,
how
is
you
what
want.
it is.
Yeah, I think if you hit it more here. There you go. Oh, you went right over the hole too. I do believe. So you got your master's degree. You're doing what you love to do, and you and Steele brought one of the cutest little boys into this world that we've ever met, little Nico. Um, what's it like being a mom? You know, after having been the oldest daughter and having younger siblings, and so kind of being a mini mom to them, but now being a mom. Um, how do you like it?
It's the best.
Yeah,
I think there's probably a point like in high school where I told y'all I was like, I don't know if I want kids.
yeah.
And then I have a kid of my own and I'm like, no regrets. This was the best thing that's ever happened to me, except for being pregnant, which sucked. But um
But
I don't know,
wasn't
it's
there a
really fun.
benefit
I just
even
feel
from
like
the benefit of the pregnancy though was that some of your allergies went away though, right?
yes,
After,
yeah,
I
they
mean,
did.
during the
So I ate
pregnancy they
whatever I
were bad,
wanted.
but after, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, but you were saying it's the best.
Yeah, it's just I don't know, the best having like a little built-in bestie and getting to watch him explore the world has kind of made me see it all over again. So every train that goes by, every plane, every bug, like everything is fascinating. And I think it's helped me kind of be in the moment more and just have fun.
Yeah. Well, Nico, if you make it to this stage in this week's golf chat video, a couple of things for you. First, ah, that's kind of one of our things. The second thing is, hi, little bug. It's Grandpa. I love you. And then the third one is Wakanda forever. So anyway, I love watching that little dude do those things. Just love him to death. So this hole, you got to get it kind of around, and it's a little tough. I never do super well here, so I just try and lay it up and get it close so I have an easy shot going in. Seems to be the best path for me.
Did I overdo it?
I think you're still going to have a shot. You should be fine.
It's kind of cruel of them to put a lip on this.
It is. There you go. Nice. So you're a successful wife, an awesome mom, successful in your work. You've got lots, you've furthered your education, you've gotten designations to help you in your career. You're now teaching at a university, like and you're 26 years old. Right? So what the freak is possibly next for you? Like, what do you, have you not accomplished everything in life that you want to accomplish by this point? And if not, what are you still looking to do?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, don't like to be bored. And I feel like whenever I hit that bored moment, I'm like, oh, let's just do something new. And so a lot of that has been continuing ed. I have 2 more HR certifications that I'm working on and hoping to take in the next year. And then after this experience that I've had teaching, which has been so great, I'm considering getting my doctorate. So looking at taking the GRE and getting ready to apply to programs for that and maybe making professorship my full-time gig.
That's really awesome. Does it, aren't you tired? Like, how are you not tired? Like, how do
I
you
give myself
stay?
breaks
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
sometimes.
I've given myself a break from schooling since I graduated in 1998. I didn't go back. I don't have any other certifications. I did get a life and health insurance license, but that's not a big deal. You've done so much. Like, how do you stay motivated though to keep going when you've got a lot of good things going for you? What is it inside of you that says I need to keep going?
I'm very goal oriented, so I really like to just say like this is what I want to do and this is when I want to do it and just make it work. And I'm really lucky that I have a spouse who's so supportive of anything and everything I want to do. In fact, he's like, do it even faster so I can quit my job and be a stay-at-home dad.
Yeah,
um,
I
but
love it.
I don't know, I've learned, I think that I just really love learning. And
Yeah.
so taking opportunities to challenge myself and stretch myself and learn something new, like, why not? We only have so much time on Earth, and I want to learn and do as much as I can while I'm here.
Yeah. So being undriven and a goal setter, this is a par three. You got to hit it in this little rain trough and make it go down. What is your goal for this hole, Madison? It's a par three. What do you want to get?
Survive is my goal. I'm probably going to be like, oh, if I hit
I
it
think I
down.
just got a hole in one.
I think my goal is to get par on this one.
Okay.
I'm not shooting for the stars.
That's all right. Oh, I think. Oh, is that you or no? That's Daryl.
That's Daryl.
Okay. Good one. This one's totally luck. That's the only way I got a hole in one on this. I don't know how that happened. Just did. Oh. Okay. That's not bad.
Farthest one.
That's okay. I'll give you a straight shot at the hole, so you're good.
Oh.
Close, but you got your par, right?
I did.
Hey, all right. Look at you setting goals and killing it. So, Maddie, what's been like if you look back on our time as a family, favorite memory Like, is there anything that you think about when you think of her family that makes you happy, makes you want to emulate?
Um,
And if there's nothing, then we'll just restart this question and I'll ask you a different one. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. No, but
um, uh, adopting Sasha was a really cool experience. Definitely something that I've thought about doing is looking at adoption later in
yeah,
life. I feel like that she has, I don't know, such fun energy, and I'm really glad that she's part of our family. And I feel like that was just a really cool experience. Also, was sick when we lived in Florida that we spent so much time as a family at Disney World. Don't think I'll ever like forget that. Like just being able to pop over to Disney World on a Monday evening and get on the roller coaster and then go home and be home 10 minutes later.
yeah, that was awesome. And then have fireworks from the back patio every night, 365
Yep.
days a year, and yeah, those were some really awesome memories. And you know, it's fun. I'll be doing one of these videos with Sasha. It was just crazy to me uh, how how she just fit in. You know, obviously coming from another side of the world and all those things, and just the love and kindness from each of you guys as kids in accepting a new sister in. Um, Knowing that obviously from us as parents there was going to be some extra measure of love going towards Sasha to help her feel comfortable and a part of the family, and you guys not getting jealous about that, and just to me that is also a very special memory, and really a tribute to you guys. And then yeah, those visits to Disney were crazy, and I look at the prices now of what it would be to
No
have family
way.
passes at Disney. Like it wouldn't happen. So Disney, bring your prices back down so families like ours who live in Florida can afford to go and just spend time building memories. That's what it's all about. All right, par three, hole number 16. I am 10 under right now. This is just sort of a straightforward get it up there into the smoke, and you'll come out as a giant ball of yarn.
Oh, cute.
And then you got a big hole over there on the other side to try and make it into.
I also feel like it was fun. I don't know if this is necessarily the happiest memory, but working at Handy Rentals was another good family
Yeah.
moment growing up.
Yeah, as I've mentioned before, financially, Handy Rentals was a train wreck for us as parents, and delayed my ability to save money and prepare for retirement. However, um, what it did for our family is I would never give that up. It was so much fun being able to work with all of our kids,
Whoa,
doing some. Whoa, I've never
I
seen
just
that happen
skipped
before.
the ball.
Yeah, way to go. You have a really good chance of making it in. um, but it was just, uh, you know, again, a stage in y'all's lives and your age that it was just awesome as a dad to be able to work alongside of you and see your work ethic, and out there sweating in the hot Florida day, setting up tents and delivering chairs and tables. And um, again, even though financially it was horrible, memory wise, one of the proudest moments that I've had.
Yeah.
All right. So, anything, Maddie, we haven't talked about that you feel like is just something that the world needs to know about you, or about how to make it through this life, or just something encouraging from you, like anything that pops into your head?
Mm, well, to pull from Harry Styles, which love
Rest in
forever.
peace, Liam.
Just yeah, rest in peace, Liam. Um, treat people with kindness. Just do the best you can to have empathy for others and try something new. Don't be afraid to fail and try again, because why not?
Yeah, I love it. And, you know, speaking of Harry Styles and One Direction, I've been to two concerts in my life. One of them was Boys to Men. That was my choice. The other one was One Direction. I took you and the other girls to see One Direction in Tampa. Um, it was really a great concert. The thing I will always remember, however, is the intermission between, wasn't it 5 Seconds of Summer that opened for them?
Yeah.
And in between 5 Seconds of Summer and One Direction, there was an intermission. We went to the bathrooms. There was a line almost around the stadium to go into the girls' bathroom. And in the boys' bathroom, I walked in and it was just a wall of urinals open to me. I could have peed a little bit in each urinal and no one would have known. It was incredible, but took care of my business. And just as I was walking out, a mom poked her head in there, saw that there were no guys in there, and she shuffled like 20 girls into the men's room. So I'm glad that I was out before that all happened. But that was another fun memory with you girls growing up. Okay, hole number 17, par 3. We're inside of a rocket ship right now. So once we've all made it in, this rocket ship will take off and take us up to the moon, where
So if
there
you go into
is...
one, do I have to go into the other one?
No, you have to hit all three of
Okay.
these in order for it to count
Oh.
as a... So you just... Oh, blasted. That is probably the worst case scenario right there.
Blasted is a good word, though, for being in a rocket ship.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, Daryl.
You have to
That's
hit all
two.
3 in one hit?
No, just
Okay.
3 in however many hits it takes. Hit that yellow one. Come on, get there. Okay. Do you remember the couple of other memories I have? That trip and then our trip across the U.S. to get you out to school. Some of the really nasty
I was just
hotels
thinking
that we
about that.
stayed at. The sticky floors and
I remember
disgustingness. That was...
one point telling you we got to one of the hotels, and I was like, my pillow smells like feet. I think we just
Oh, so
stayed at that
nasty.
hotel for probably like 5 hours, enough for you to get some sleep, and then we like left super early. So it was just disgusting.
Yep, that's right. Oh yeah, and that next day, I think we were. I was so tired. I was so tired that next day, and we made it barely in on fumes to some gas station, and I said, Maddie, I need you to drive for a little bit, and I was asleep before we got out of the parking lot, and probably got 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour, something like that, and then was able to take back over again. But I didn't sleep well in that nasty little hotel in, I think it was in Amarillo. It was disgusting.
Yeah, it was gross.
All right. So next, I think, Maddie, just the only thing that your mother and I would like to know is, how many kids do y'all plan on having? What do we need to be planning on as grandparents? I'd like you to get this on recording. Finally,
Yeah, I
just
see the move here.
answering the question. But any news that you want to share on that front? You mentioned
None.
adoption earlier, potentially.
Yeah.
All right.
I think one day we
No.
would love to adopt or foster. We've talked about that a lot. Not ready for another kid right now. Considered it. I don't know. I feel like we go back and forth a lot because
Yeah.
we'd have a lot. I feel like it'd be a really good childhood for Nico, like getting all of this one-on-one time and attention from us if he was an only child. Though we'd also love to have another kid.
Yeah, he's such an adorable kid. You guys have done so well with him, and obviously there's no pressure from us as grandparents. It's our own personal desire to have more grandchildren, because grandparenthood is the absolute best. We love our kids, but our grandkids are everything, and we want to just be surrounded by them. We know it's your own choice and what to do, so there is no pressure. But I just want to say again, how awesome it is for me as your dad to watch you being a mom, and watching how your son is developing, and the kindness that he has, and the personality, and the sense of humor, and the curiosity. I mean, just all things, the little faces that he pulls. They're award winning. I absolutely love them, and that is all due and credit to you and Steele, and your parenting style, and how you've raised them. Again, just so much better than we have been. So any last parenting advice on raising a child, like what has been your secret sauce for making sure that you've got at 18 months such a well-adjusted little man who's kind to others and treats people well most of the
Um,
time.
if you're using a daycare, find a really good one. That's one
Yeah.
recommendation.
Yeah, you guys got a
And
great one.
I try to find like when he really wants to do something and like maybe it'll make a mess or like I don't know, it could be inconvenient to me, but like it's not actually that big of a deal and it would make a huge deal to him to like play in the sink with the water and make a big mess. Just let him do it. Just let him have fun. I
Yeah.
try to find like those moments of things would that are really important to him as an 18-month-old and just like let him have those little wins.
Awesome advice. I was pretty uptight as a dad and had a lot of rules and tried to live by the rules. And, you know, what it's worth, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't, but I was just the way we did it. And I'm really proud of how each of our kids have turned out. And again, just the way you are as humans and everything else. So, all right, hole number 18. This is a par five. We're here on the moon. There is low gravity here. Glad we have Daryl taking the first shot to show us what's going to happen here. If you hit it too far, you fly
Whoa.
out into the nether region, and it's tough to hit it just right. I tend to land right behind stupid little things popping up out of the ground. Okay, well, I'll take that.
Wow, that was far too soft.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. I forget when it's here just on the ground. If I'm not going over a jump, I forget how much it sort of bounces. So I'm just gonna, okay, it goes way more
Whoa.
than what I wanted it to. Super. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get a birdie on this hole, and this is actually gonna be my best score
It's gonna
on this
send me
Wallace
off.
and Gromit course. You got this. All right. Well, thank you so much, Maddie, for joining me here on Golf Chat. Again, another episode of Everyday Superheroes. You are one of those. So proud of you as a dad and everything that you have become. Love you to death. I'm grateful for all that you do for Mom and I and the support that you give us and just your kindness and goodness. I hope everyone who's watching also enjoyed here learning a little bit more about Madison. Please like and share this video. Love to see this one go viral because she's such a special individual and would like the whole world to know who she is. So any last words, Maddie, here for the 15 viewers of Golf Chat?
Um, love you too. Wanted to say that. Thanks for having me and Taco Bell, serious about that sponsorship. Hit me up. Big spender there, so
That's good. All right, awesome. Thanks, everybody. Have a good one.